Hello, hi, good afternoon. Hi, this is Christine Crowell here, and welcome to the channel. And I just want to reach out to you because I've got the live coming up shortly as well. So I just thought I'll just quickly do a quick video here because this really leads on to the next video that I'm going to be doing live tonight. And also tomorrow, there's going to be some more pricing, some more, for when you're looking at getting contracts, because I want you to start looking at other methods that could be beneficial to you and your organization. For example, permanent staff members, but also temporary staff members looking to work with various organizations that will use your services as well. Whether you're providing healthcare workers, whether you're providing nurses, we need to really look at this as well. Okay, so I'm going to delve into my script for today, basically, which is about how you can become a CEO. Okay, so I really want us to think about how we can build relationships like a CEO. We need to be in that mindset, in that mind frame to build those relationships, right? So that we are connecting with the right people. And you know, it's really important that you learn about these connections to being a great CEO, to be a world-class CEO. We've got to really look at this, and this is done by building relationships. It's not like how it was many years ago. The phone would ring and then we'd pick the phone up and then suddenly we've got a meeting and then we've got clients coming in, for example. It's totally different. We got to make those connections. We got to put things to the side and we got to practice how we can become CEOs and to build relationships with organizations that we want to do business with. So building relationships like a CEO, it may sound intimidating to you, and it can be. I'm not going to lie, but it doesn't need to be this way, because like you need to have some sort of some special talent. Or maybe you're thinking, do I need team members to help me to do this? You'll be able to do this once you practice. You've got to practice doing this, because if we don't practice, then we're never going to get to this point, for example. But the truth is, it's simpler than you actually think. And it's not just about being the CEO of a company. It's about really being the CEO of your own life as well, building connections that can open doors in opportunities. Look, I go for walks every day and I'm out walking for an hour and a half. And, you know, sometimes it's not in vain. I do it obviously for health and fitness, but I'm saying good morning, good morning, good morning to people. How are you today? And we're talking. And guess what? You will get opportunities. Like I was walking the other day, I got an opportunity that I didn't even think about. They saw my YouTube videos and they were very, very impressed with what I've been talking about. And now there's a big deal coming up that I can do. And I'm super excited. And I'm just saying to you, we need to go out and see. And even in the places that we don't even think that we would get business deals, we actually do. People always say to me as well, what do you do? I've just got my gym gear on, for example, my walking gear. I'm not wearing anything special, no makeup on. I don't have a suit on. I don't have high heels on. I've just got trainers on and I've got my walking gear and a hat. No makeup. As a matter of fact, I'm not wearing makeup, and I'm making a point of not wearing makeup now for 30 days because I want to give my skin a break. All I'm focused on is using my favorite castor oil on my skin and my TCP that I gargle with in the morning, for example. I just want to be natural. I don't want to have to keep putting loads of makeup on. Imagine I'm putting loads of makeup on while I'm trying to run, or I'm, walking, or I'm doing my exercise. I haven't got time for that. I'm being my natural self, and if people don't like it, then that's their problem. We don't have to be false all the time. If people truly like us, they will like us for who we are, not because we've got makeup on and how, smartly dressed we are. I mean, yes, it depends where you are. I mean, obviously, if you're going to a business location and you're going to do business, then yes, you do get dressed up. But, I'm like walking and I've got my walking gear on and a cap, no makeup, and yet I've still managed to do a deal. Okay, so let's look at this in a realistic way. You want to be able to strengthen relationships. Okay, so I know we're all busy and we've got a packed schedule and the endless list that we have to do. I write a list. I do my daily gratitude, as you know, I do my meditation, but I also write a list of what I need to do for the week. I usually do that on a Sunday, of who I'm going to be working on client-wise and what it is I need to achieve, and I block off the time for them as well. Okay, so we've got endless to-do list as well. It's easy to let relationships fall to the wayside, even with people that we care about. And then there's a confidence factor. What if we're not sure what to say, or how do we do it? How do we approach someone? You don't want to go at someone clumsily and say the wrong thing and then think, oh my goodness, I've just made an idiot of myself. And then when you see them, you can't look them in the face, for example. Sometimes you could be introverted and you could be shy. And it's okay to be like that, because in all honesty, people want to see people that are not big show-offs. They want people that is not, thinking they're better than anyone else, for example. So it's easy to get stuck into your comfort zone and let fear hold you back. It is easy. But if you really want to get out there, business owners, to get leads, you've got to get beyond yourself, okay? And then there's also the old age problem, that people think that there's time constraints. We're all guilty of that. Look, when I go for my walks, I also go on the outside gym. I do a bit of exercise as well. While I'm doing that, I see people, I communicate, I talk to them. So reach out to someone or attend a networking event, and then life's goals will get better for you. And there's a way that you can do this as well. And what's the worst thing that can happen? We show up, but we're so nervous, unsure of ourselves, that we end up sticking to the same old familiar faces. Don't do that. Reach out to other people. Reach out to other people, because you will learn something from them, and you may get a deal from them as well. You can help one another. You'd be surprised by doing this. It's like me, I went to an event which is nothing to do with what I do, but I was able to look at it, and I went, and it actually was therapeutic for me as well. And at the same time, I was able to offer business coaching advice as well. So look at doing different things. Don't keep doing the same thing and seeing the same people over and over again. It will get boring. There's nothing there. You're not stretching yourselves. You're not pushing yourselves. So try and see different people that do different things as well. Rather than everyone being in the same bowl, fish bowl, try doing something different. Meeting different people that do different things. You will learn from them as well. So we all hear the phrase, don't we? It's not what you know, it's who you know. But how do you get to know the right people? Especially if you've not had any natural, networking skills, for example, because, there's no course on this. However, I might do a course on how to network with people. I think that could be beneficial for those that are perhaps introverted as well. I also do know a really good introverted coach, which you can find out about that as well, online as well. But really understanding their needs and desires and find out ways to add value to their lives. They're not afraid to take risk, to reach out to strangers and to build bridges between different groups and communities is the key to you as a CEO building relationships, because they'll know of someone that knows of someone that knows of someone that knows of someone that wants your services, for example. So one of the key strategies that is used is effective communication. It's not about being charismatic or outgoing. You see people, don't you, where they're there then ha 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 laughing away, and they're like the talk, and they just interfering, they take over. You don't want to be like that. You just want to be someone who is genuine, that's not nervous perhaps. And yes, you will be nervous, but you know what I mean. Not to the point where you become so loud and people are shying away and running away from you. You don't want to be like that. So again, you want to become the master of networking. There's lots of groups that you can join. There's Toast master groups where you can learn to speak in front of people, for example. That will get you over some of the fears that you may be facing. So strike up conversations, and how do you follow up with new clients? So don't be afraid, don't be vulnerable. It's okay to share some of your struggles and your fears that you're possibly going through, and to ask for help with the right person, not to the client that you want to work with, but perhaps to a accountability partner, for example. So never forget that, when I met a CEO who told me that their key to their success or her success was her ability to build relationships. She also said that it wasn't just about who she knew, it was about who she was willing to help and who was willing to help her in return, because it's an exchange thing. You help me, I help you. It's kind of like the BNI, the Breakfast Club in the UK, for example. So as I look back on the conversation, I realized that she was also giving me insight into something about how I can build that relationship. Like a CEO isn't just about achieving some sort of status or success. It's not. It's about creating a ripple effect of kindness, generosity, and connection. It's not about the kind of person who shows up, who listens, and who cares. It's about that. It really is about being that. So, just to recap, building relationships like a CEO is all about being intentional, taking risks, and being willing to step outside of your comfort zone. You've got to do that. It's also about communicating effectively with networking strategies and building trust and rapport with other CEOs. And most importantly, it's about remembering that relationships are a two-way street, and that building connections with others can lead to a lifelong purpose of meaning and fulfillment as well. So if you've ever struggled to build relationships or connect with others, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment here below and I will share my link for you to book a free 15-minute, but I'd love to know what your experiences have been with how you're building relationships as a CEO, and what tips and strategies for building meaningful interactions did you get from that. And if you want to turn more into building relationships like a CEO, be sure to check out my other videos here and more tips and insights that is for you to be watching, and I would love to see you watch our next video. So again, do book a free 15-minute with me and I will talk to you about your CEO leadership style, networking, whatever it is that you want to talk to me regarding CEO and my videos, for example. Please feel free to do so. My name is Christine Crowell and I look forward to seeing you shortly when I do the live, and I will see you again on the internet. Thank you. Goodbye.